so sorry that I... Oh, my...
It's okay.
No.
No, don't try to pick it up. You're gonna cut yourself. It's okay. Relax. It's just a beaker. What's going on with you? Why are you so stressed out?
Cole.
To repeat, Wes Granger, a former Navy SEAL, was found dead from a stab wound at the Angel Square Hotel. His roommate, Marty Saybrook, has been brought in for testing.
I'm sorry, I gotta go.
What? Nice knowing you.
We now return to our regular schedule.
There is just too much bad news in the world.
You still working here? Thought you were rich.
My husband is rich. I am not rich. And if Mo wants to sit around babysitting his portfolio all day, well, then he can just bore himself to death alone. Me? I'm a waitress.
Sorry I asked.
Oh, no. Marco, I'm sorry. It's just... Mo is driving me crazy lately with all his shorts and longs and what all. Anyway, how are you doing? Is everything okay at home?
Sure. Why?
Oh, I was just wondering why you were getting your mail delivered here.
I got mail.
Well, just this big envelope from California.
Oh my God. I got in. I got in. Oh my God, I got in. Oh my God, thank you.
No one's answering. It's like someone just watery over there. You know, I hope David and Dorian are not at the house. What is that?
It's Jessica's parking voucher from the night Chloe was born. I thought you said you weren't going to make anything out of this.
You okay?
You heard Barb. Wes is dead. He stabbed to death last night.
I know. It's terrible. He was your good friend.
Jessica. What if I did it? What if I killed him?
For breaking news, stay tuned. Live from police headquarters.
Who died? There.
Wes Granger was stabbed to death in his hotel room last night. You're taking Marty in for questioning.
Clear the
Marty
corridor.
Saybrook has just been brought to the station.
Marty Saybrook, have you been arrested? Hey, we got a right to be here.
You do?
I'll get John's statement. Take Marty into one of the...
She's not talking to anybody until she gets a lawyer.
Oh, all lawyered up now, are we, Marty?
Hey, has anybody picked up Manning? Hey, come on. We all saw him attack Granger last night, all right? He's got to be your prime suspect.
Marty killed Wes Granger? No, I don't think so.
What makes you say that? I'm your lawyer. I need to ask you these questions.
That's interesting. Do you think I killed him?
Doesn't matter what I think. Lucky for you, the police saw you attack Granger at the Go Red Ball
Who
last
pulled the
night.
knife? Not me.
Yeah, and that could look like your motive to break into his hotel room and stab him to death in his sleep.
You said you're going to be my friend.
Yeah, I am being your friend. Oh, but Todd, what if the knife they found in his chest is the same one he pulled on you? And add to that the crack you made about wanting to kill him.
Yeah, but I just said that to you, no one else.
So you do trust me. Good to know.
Who are you calling?
The police. Who else?
You killed Wes?
I was out all night.
You said you were walking around the grounds.
So maybe I left, and maybe I ended up at Wes's place, and
Man, I told you how mad I was at him for lying to me about what happened in Iraq.
Yeah, but you've been dealing with that. You haven't seen that boy at all.
No, I still think about it. I dream about it. And I told you, I was afraid I'd go off on Wes.
Brody, if you killed your friend, if you killed anyone, don't you think you'd know?
I don't remember much about last night.
Have you had any blackouts?
Not lately.
Okay. Well, look at you. Your clothes are clean. I mean, look at your hands. There's no blood. There's no cuts. There's no defense wounds. And Wes was a trained Navy SEAL.
So am I. That's how I got out last night. That's how I got past security.
So then what? You just went to a mini-mart and grabbed a jug of bleach and a scrub brush? And you just explained to the clerk why you were covered in blood? I don't think so.
Wes was my wingman on 3 separate tours, 2 in Afghanistan, 1 in Iraq. He had a Bronze Star, and he gets stabbed to death with his own knife in a motel room? But because he's here visiting a psycho friend? If this isn't my fault, I don't know what is.
Brody, look at me. Look at me. Stop this. Right now. I know that I told you I would let this go, but Jared, why in the world would Jessica drive to the hospital, park her car, hang out for like 30 minutes, and then just leave? I mean, you saw her. She was in hard labor, and then she drives all the way to the vineyard to have the baby all alone, putting her life at risk, putting Chloe's life at risk. I mean, am I missing something?
Yeah. It wasn't Jessica. It was Tess, remember?
Okay, yeah, Tess, who was smart enough and well-together enough to hire a builder to build the secret room down in the basement right under our noses. I mean, did you ever think about that? Yeah, she managed to keep all of this from us. The dirt, the noise, the guy coming in and out. I mean, she was smart enough to do all of that. Then why did she leave the hospital and go have the baby at the cottage?
Maybe she decided that someone would catch on to her. She wasn't thinking straight. She was in labor. Okay, fine. It sounds sexist, but you give a guy excruciating pain every 30 seconds and he'd be on the floor sucking his thumb.
I love you for knowing that. It's just, I don't know, there's something. I keep thinking there's just something I'm not seeing.
All right, now that you've dosey-doed me around the diner, can you please tell me what this is about?
All right, so I didn't want anyone to know that I was applying to UCLA. I mean, it's got one of the best film programs in the country.
Oh, because you didn't think you'd get in.
Well, that, and it's really far away, but, anyway, I got in. They want me.
Oh, and look who's here. Langston, honey, your boyfriend just got into college. You got in to tell you? That's so great. Now you don't have to leave town.
I ran into my ex-boyfriend Cole at the diner. I don't know, it's just sad. We used to be able to talk about anything, and now it's like there are these landmines in between us, and every time we start to have a good conversation, all of a sudden, boom, it just stops, and he gives me this death stare, but it's not really like he's looking at me.
Oh, I know what you mean.
It's so annoying. I'm sorry, I'm dumping all over you, aren't I?
No, that's not what you're doing. You're talking about something we all go through, losing somebody you care about.
It's not like he's dead.
Still hurts. You love him. You had his child. I mean, now you guys aren't communicating. You're not together anymore. That's one of the most hopeless, loneliest feelings a human being can have.
Of course. You're calling the cops.
Toño, ¿qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa, Tea? It's been a really long day, so make it quick.
Thinking about you. I'm guessing you're about to send a squad car over to pick up Todd.
You put him on a plane, Tea, and I'm going to hold you responsible.
Would I do that to you? We'll be right in.
I'm not talking to the police.
Todd.
No.
They were about to send a car over for you. What can I say? You're their favorite
I
suspect.
didn't stab Wes Granger.
I know. You can barely get dressed these days. Speaking of which, they need us down there right away, so wear your shoes. Okay? There they are. What are you worried about? You have an alibi.
I don't know why you're wasting time on Todd, because Marty's the one that was covered in Wes's blood. She's the one that John found alone in the room with the dead body. I don't know. Do you need a video here?
Marty, you all right? John briefed me on the phone.
I'm okay.
You haven't said anything?
Not much.
Lieutenant? Lieutenant, you pressing charges? Because if you're not, my client would like to go home.
Yeah, everybody would like to go home, Mr. Cody. But unfortunately, someone was murdered. And your client was found near the dead body covered in his blood. Now, Officer Saeed here will take your client's statement.
I already told you everything I know. I woke up and Wes was... What else am I supposed to tell you? Oh, how about the truth?
Mom. Thank God. The guy on the TV said... I was afraid that you'd been hurt. I don't know what I'd do if I lost you again. So, are you okay?
Fine.
Okay, well, what happened? Why are you here?
Police want to question your mom, Cole. They haven't filed any charges, and she hasn't been accused of anything.
Okay, well, how long is this going to take? Because she's not the strongest person right now.
Well, why don't we get started, all right? Why don't you take Marty and Mr. Cody here into one of the interrogations?
Wait a second, you're going to interrogate her?
It's fine. It's fine. They're just doing their job, okay? And you don't need to be here. You should go back to school. You don't need to be here.
Yes, I do need to be here. You're my mom, and I love you, okay? When I lost my mom, especially the way that it happened, you know, that's... I don't know. I don't think you ever get over something like that.
I think about my baby every day.
Yeah. But when a relationship ends and you see that person again, oh, that's its own special brand of agony.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's like every time I see Cole, my heart skips a beat and I get really excited and I think, okay, maybe today he's going to look me in the eyes. But like really look me in the eyes like he used to. And then he doesn't, and he looks away and I get this really tight feeling in my chest and I just want to run away,
Yeah,
you know?
You can't move and your heart stops and you realize that it's really over.
Yeah, that's it. So look, if you don't mind me asking, what went wrong with you and the person that you cared about?
I'm so afraid to even get and tell you. Not that you're not smart enough. You're brilliant and taking like all APs. It's just half the class is applying, and I just thought, you know what? Anyway, it doesn't matter. You got in, and you're staying here in town, and I'll have a college guy for a boyfriend, and then I'll apply to LU early decision. I have to call Doreen. She's on the board, and she'll be so proud of you. Mwah! I'll be right back.
You want to tell me why you just let your girlfriend believe you're going to college around the corner instead of that big deal university in L.A.?
So I had this deal that I'd go local if I could. I mean, I didn't even tell her that I was applying out of state. And okay, so yeah, I got in, but I don't have to go.
Oh, but Sugar Pie, that school in California, that's your dream school.
Yeah. But Langston's my dream girl. I can't leave her.
If I thought for 1 second that Jessica or the girls or anyone was at risk because of this, I'd be all over it. But Jessica is better. At least I think she is. She's still seeing that doctor like almost every day. And don't forget what your mom said, okay? We have to support her, and we can't make her doubt her recovery.
Okay, but this happened before she went to St. Anne's.
Okay, you're right. The parking stuff is a little weird.
So you see that?
Yes, I do, but there could be a million reasons. Like the machine broke and the date's wrong at the time. You just don't know, okay?
You're right. I don't know, and until I do, I don't think I'm gonna be able to trust her.
Brody, if you murdered someone, you'd remember it.
Jessica, I don't remember gearing up and dragging a 10-year-old boy up on Tenno Mountain. That whole scene, Rex caught in the crossfire, gone. I don't remember it. Who's to say I didn't take out my friend, clean myself up, and come back here like nothing happened?
I'm so glad you're here. It means so much to me. After everything that's happened.
None of that's your fault, all right? And you're gonna get better, and I'm gonna make sure nothing else happens to you, okay?
Marty, come with me. We can get started.
I'll see you later.
All right, so why are you questioning my mom? She didn't do anything.
No, she didn't.
I warmed up some soup for you. I don't want you to go to the police station on an empty stomach.
You know, I'm going to answer the questions, but I'm not going to volunteer any information.
You know, Todd, you're innocent, okay? You're not guilty. Yeah, eat up.
What kind of soup is this?
Oh, no, it's Campbell's. It's healthy, good for your heart.
No, it's good.
Good. Now, I realize this is unfamiliar territory, but the innocent don't act angry. They don't berate the system. They're calm. They're
This is all your
cooperative.
fault, you know.
If you want, Antonio could come pick you up and escort you in the back of his squad car. That could be arranged.
If they arrest me?
They're not going to arrest you.
Yeah, they always arrest me.
If he even mentions pressing charges, I will tell him that you were with your ex-wife last month.
No. Blair's not going to back me on that, you know. She'd love to see me go away. The only way I'm going to prove I didn't kill Wes Granger is to find the person who did.
We should not be talking about my love life because I'm your teacher.
I don't mean to be nosy. I was wondering if it had anything to do with your drug problem.
Listen, Cole, we're questioning several people. Todd Manning, your mom, John.
They're questioning you? Yeah. I found your mom in the room with the body. It's standard procedure, Cole. They have to question anyone who was in the area of the Angel Square Hotel last night. Well, then you better question me.
This is Officer Talia Saeed. The date is February 19th, 2009. Present in the room are myself, Marty Saybrook, and her attorney. This is Miss Saybrook's statement regarding the death of Wes Granger. Okay, Marty, take me through it. We know that you and Wes shared a room at the Angel Square, and that you told the police that you discovered his body.
All I know is that when I woke up next to him, to Wes, he was dead. He'd been stabbed in the chest.
And you have no idea how that happened?
Officer Saeed, my client just told you all she knows.
I wasn't accusing her, counselor. Do you have any idea how your friend, Wes Granger, was killed?
No. I don't know how it happened.
Okay, so you got home, you went to bed, fell asleep, and you woke up next to him and he had been stabbed? You were sleeping right beside him when he was killed?
I know it sounds crazy, but yes.
You mentioned that you and Mr. Granger had been fighting.
Officer Saeed.
It's okay. Because it's true. We'd been arguing.
You were at the Angel Square Hotel last night?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to see my mom to tell her that. Just some news.
Okay, what time?
I don't know. Late. I didn't see her.
Why not?
Well, when I went to her room, I could hear that guy west of the door, so I just left.
Did you hear what he was saying?
I couldn't make out any words, just his voice.
All right, Cole, can you give me a time? Can you be a little more specific?
If I could be more specific, I would.
All right. Hey, listen, Antonio's just trying to put together a timeline here, Uncle. You know, I know you answered the question, and if you could give him more information, I know you would. Right?
Right. He can ask me all he wants, as long as it leaves my mom alone. She's been through enough.
Yes. I agree. She has.
this argument that the two of you had, it started at the Go Red ball. Did it continue when you got home?
Yes.
Did he have too much to drink?
No. I did. He was just being protective. And I was just being stupid.
Is that why he took a swing at Todd Manning?
He didn't swing at him. John shoved him. He bumped into Todd. Todd started throwing punches.
And that's when Wes pulled a knife?
He carries a knife because he rides a bike. He needs it.
So, when you got home, what was his mood like at that time?
He wasn't happy. And I don't blame him.
Marty, did he hit you?
No, of course not.
Did he threaten you?
No. No, he wasn't like that. He was a very gentle guy.
Wes Granger was a trained Navy SEAL, just coming back from 3 tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan. He got the best of Todd very quickly, and he carries a knife.
And he's dead. And he didn't hit me, and he didn't threaten me. He was worried about me, and he was a little fed up with the way I've been acting lately. He was my friend.
Was the relationship physical?
No. Maybe another time it might have been, but I was still recovering from my accident and all those months with Todd, and Wes understood that. Maybe it was just being in the war, but he, thank you, knew trauma, I guess, when he saw it, and he was just trying to help me. That's all it was. That's all it was. He was just a wonderful, kind man.
Brody, you're in shock. You just found out that your friend was killed. Someone you loved, someone you trusted. It's a lot to take in. Look what happened to me when my husband was killed. Brody, I became a completely different person. And yes, you were mad at Wes for lying to you, but that doesn't mean that you would do something violent to him.
I'd remember.
Yes, of course you would. And, you know, you've gotten so much better since being here. I don't think that you could just disassociate like that anymore, okay? Besides, I don't care how good of a Navy SEAL you are. These fingernails are too clean. You have to have a little faith in yourself, okay? To fight against those doubts. I do every day. Am I safe enough to be around my children? Am I going to get so mad that I might hurt someone? But you just gotta push past it. You have to move forward.
But how do you know for sure?
You didn't kill your friend? Because I know you. I trust you.
I know my mom has been hounding me that I should trust Jess, but I'm sorry. You know, it's not just something you decide to do. You either trust someone or you don't.
True. But investigating a parking stub, that's heading in the opposite direction, sweetie.
Jared, what if the date and the time on this parking stub, what if it's correct? Okay, that means that Tess put the bomb in the drawer, set the timer, left us there to die, then got in her car, drove to the hospital, and then what?
It tried to establish an alibi.
So she poked around in the gift shop and just waited for the seconds to tick away, and then she changed her mind. I mean, that's what she told us, right? Why didn't she just go to the ER and tell someone? I mean, why did she leave the hospital and drive to the vineyard to have a baby?
You're right. It's weird. It's weird, okay? But pursuing it, I don't think that's going to change anything.
Wow. Awfully forgiving for a man who almost lost everything.
That's just it. I didn't, okay? I have everything I ever wanted. And I don't want to live in the past. And I realize I wasn't down there as long as you, and she's not my sister, but I am just so grateful that we survived and we're together, that we're getting married. That's what matters to me.
It matters to me, too. She is my sister, and those girls are my nieces. And I would never forgive myself if I just let this go, and then I find out later that I shouldn't have.
Well, Dorian says that you're a genius and that she'll have to call me back because there's some sort of crisis.
What else is new?
But she's really proud of you.
Oh, well, I'm glad she proves.
So, did you tell Cole yet?
About the... No, I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, I want to call Star, but I don't know, things are still a little bit shaky between us.
Oh, you don't have to tell Star. It's fine.
That's the thing. I do. She's my best friend, and she knew how worried I was.
Why were you so worried?
Well, you know, if you go away and all these college girls get their hands on you...
Chica, you're the only girl for me.
Okay, you say that now, but what happens if September rolls around and you're 1,000 miles away?
I'm not going anywhere.
I just wish I could call Star.
Star, I haven't had a substance problem for a while now.
I know that. I was just wondering if the reason you guys broke up was because of your drug problem.
Wow. I should not be telling you any of this, and I really hope that you respect my privacy and keep it to yourself.
No, I'm sorry. Of course, I will. I'm really asking you this because of my friend.
The one who's using.
I'm really worried.
Okay. You asked us to come. Here we are.
Hey, where is Marty anyway? How's she doing?
Don't you dare ask me that. Don't even say her name. Hey, we're gonna take a walk, all right? Make sure he doesn't get near her. Let's go. Hey, listen to me, all right? I'm with you on this. But you gotta play it smart. You gotta play it smart. Can you do that for your mom's sake?
I need you to account for your whereabouts last night.
Marcus, this is official.
And we're here to cooperate, aren't we, Todd?
Yes, right. My whereabouts last night. Went to the ball, the Go Red Ball. I saw you there, Antonio. And then that's when the dead guy, or sorry, your victim, pulled a knife on me.
Right, and then what? You went back to his hotel and finished him off?
Tonio, you know better than that. A lot of people got into it at the ball last night, right, Blair? Doesn't mean they murdered somebody later.
I need you to account for your whereabouts after the ball, Todd.
Okay, Tonio, he can do that. But when he does, and you don't believe him because you won't, there's someone else here who can vouch for his whereabouts.
You should go home.
I can't. I told my mom would stay.
I'll explain it to her.
I'm not gonna let Manning chase me off.
I know. I'm not gonna give you any excuses to take a shot at him either. Okay, why don't you go on home, and I'll call you when she's released.
They're gonna release her.
I know she didn't do it, Cole.
But will they believe that?
I'm gonna ask you one more time, Todd. Where were you after the ball?
Well, I was at home. I went straight home.
You went straight home?
Yeah, I went straight home, and then I brushed my teeth, and then I took my tuxedo off, and then I got into bed.
Got anyone to vouch for you? Hire a new housekeeper to take Lee Halpern's place?
No, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
So you were alone?
Wait, what's the point of this? Todd did not kill Wes Granger. Marty Saybrook did.
My client has told you everything she knows. Now, she's been through one horrific experience after another, and this questioning has taken a toll on her.
I understand that, Counselor, I do. But Miss Saybrook was the last person to see Mr. Granger alive.
No, Officer Saheed, the killer was the last person to see him alive. My client, as she has stated repeatedly, was asleep.
Right. But any little thing that she could remember, it could really help us. And I'm sure that Marty wants Mr. Granger's killer found.
If I could remember anything else, I would tell you.
So you got home and you talked. It didn't get physical or violent. What happened next?
I told Wes that I was too drunk and too exhausted, and I couldn't talk anymore. I must have fallen asleep.
Do you take anything to help you sleep, did you?
No.
No pain medications? I know that you're still recovering from some pretty serious injuries.
No, I didn't take anything. I had a lot to drink. I must have just passed out.
I know that you suffered a very, very traumatic brain injury, that you haven't recovered your memory yet. Is it possible that when it happened, you were present, but that you just don't remember?
because I woke up next to him and he was dead.
Okay, so what you're saying is either you slept through it, someone coming into the apartment and stabbing Wes, or you actually witnessed the murder, but you just don't remember. That's what you're saying. I'm just trying to be clear.
I really wish I could remember because I'm getting very tired of not being able to remember things. What I can tell you is that Wes and I stopped talking. I fell asleep. I woke up, I reached over to try to wake him up, and my hand felt sticky. And when I looked down, it was covered in blood. The whole bed was filled with blood. There's a knife in his chest, and he was dead. I didn't hurt him. My God, I never want to hurt him, but I don't know. I don't remember. I really don't remember.
This place has been good for me. You know, it got me strong enough to go home and see my kids, and I met you here.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, it's true. And quit being so polite, okay? It's what got us in trouble in the first place.
No manners?
No. Being afraid to get angry. It's okay to be angry at Wes for Iraq. It's okay to be angry at Wes for dying without feeling like you killed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you're right. I was mad at Wes. But I also loved the guy. He was my best friend. And what he did, he did it to protect me.
And now he's gone. And you're gonna have to mourn him.
Why are you so sure Marty did this?
You saw her. She was covered in his blood. What do you think? She just walked in there, tripped over the body, and suddenly got blood all over? Well, you know what? I'm not buying it.
Do you know anyone who can corroborate your story?
Yes.
So you know the person who can account for your client's whereabouts?
That is exactly what I am saying.
Is your friend's behavior changing?
Yes, and this person insists that there isn't a problem and that this person can handle it.
But you don't believe this person can handle it, do you?
Can anyone?
Not in my experience, no.
I wonder if Cole got in.
Into LU? I don't know.
Well, if he did, it'd be perfect. I mean, you guys would be roommates.
Yeah. Perfect.
If you think that you need to follow up on this, then go for it. I'm with you 100%. But once you get the answers that you need, will you please try and let go of what happened in the basement and let your sister back in your life?
I'll try. Well, I gotta get home.
Well, thanks for stopping by. And for the cookies and the book.
Well, that was just an excuse. I came by to see you. So, call me sometime, okay? You don't need a reason.
Just so you're clear, Officer Saeed, my client has told you that she was very fond of the victim, that yes, they argued, but it never got violent. He never touched her. She never touched him. They went to bed, and when she woke up, she discovered that he'd been killed. Now, we've been very cooperative. We're done here.
client left the ball, went straight home, but he wasn't alone.
Yeah, again? You're vouching for your client again?
Of course, he's my client. I vouch for him.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You guys went home, you brushed your teeth, and then you went to bed. Isn't it enough that you lied about killing Lee Halper, now you're covering another murder? 2 people are dead.
Daniel, I am so sorry if you misunderstood me. I am not the corroborating witness. No, I was home watching Thelma and Louise. Have you seen it? It's a great film. You can ask the concierge. She hooked up the DVD player. No, there was someone else with Todd that night. Wasn't there, Blair? Shall I tell them, sweetheart? Or would you like to?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
There's something I gotta tell you.
I bet you wish you never met my dad or me. I woke up and Wes was lying next to me with a knife in his chest.
I'm gonna have to place you under arrest.